There's a lot of conversation about you right now, collective. You so happen to be a couple topics of discussions for other people and, you know, things like that here. And a lot of people are discussing your elevation. You know, at first, this was something like, okay, people are gossiping about me. People are talking about me. Okay. But what are they saying? People are actually talking about your elevation, you know, talking about your growth, talking about some type of success that you guys been having, you know, and yeah, the Eight of Wands, something is taking off for you. You're becoming more successful. You're taking action towards the things that you want, and you are becoming way more successful. Now, the reason why these people are talking about it is because the Six of Wands is in reverse and the Hierophant is in the upright. At one point in time, you were viewed in a way or a perspective where people didn't want to give you that attention. People probably are still not giving you that attention, you know what I'm saying? Because these are conversations that are being had. But people are talking about your elevation. People are talking about your growth. And the reason why it's even a discussion, like I said, was because these is individuals where at one point in time, they felt like you were the underdog. At one point in time, you had a disadvantage, or these individuals treated you as if you had a disadvantage, like they had more of an advantage than you. So you're over here, we're over here, I'm up here, you're down there. You know what I'm saying? Whatever that looks like for y'all, you know? So with this Six of Wands here in reverse, and we also got this Hierophant here, these is other people, they felt like they were more wiser than you. These is people that felt like other people looked up to them, or other people viewed them in a certain way. So this is more so in a, you know, it's like, well, other people view me like this, or this, that, the third and fourth. That's how somebody feels, or people feel that way. Now with this World card here and this Eight of Wands, y'all are becoming more successful, and you guys are progressing. And this is coming from people that are discussing you that you are not cool with anymore. We got the Lovers in reverse. So these is people on the outside that you're no longer cool with. With the Six of Wands in reverse, this is people that felt like you weren't on a level, or you were beneath them in some type of way. Or these is individuals that's how they were moving. And these people feel like they could move like that because other people like them, or they feel like they could move like that because other people view them a certain way, or whatever. So it's like, you better fall in line, you better fall in formation. This is what this is. This is also be people where they kind of looked at you a certain way because you didn't have the same perspective as them. Maybe you had a different mindset than them. Maybe you thought different than them. So that also could have been something that was triggering these individuals, where you were almost like the outcast or something like this here, because you didn't want to operate how everybody else was. You didn't want to read from the same page or book that everyone read for them, you know? Nothing wrong with that. But these are individuals that definitely look down upon you in some type of way with the Lovers in reverse. Hence why you're no longer closer to these people, or why you're no longer in contact with these people with the Lovers in reverse. That is the energy. So that's why they're discussing you. And they're discussing you with this shock. Discussing you with disbelief. Them having these conversations and talking to amongst each other about you, it's in a way of disbelief, because these is people that was operating at one point. Because look at that, we got the Queen of Swords in reverse and the Six of Wands in reverse. So these is people at one point in time, they were operating in a way of talking down. They were gossiping about you, but it was in a way of like, it's you and then it's them. Or, you know, that's the way they were gossiping about you. The way they were talking about you, it made it very apparent, very clear that they viewed you as less than, or they viewed you as not being like them. And then with the Hierophant being here, these could be other people that had the same mindset, or they may have the same traditions, they may have the same perspective, you know. So these is individuals where they all probably, you know, felt like they were on the same frequency. They all aligned with each other, and they felt like you didn't. So for them to be discussing you now, and they're discussing your elevation, is pretty shocking to me. You know what I'm saying? As far as me reading these cards here, collective, it's very shocking. Y'all may even be shocked. Like, why are you even speaking on me? Like, I'm hearing, like, why are you even speaking on me? Like, I hear you, collective. I hear you, like, why are you even talking about me? I get it. Okay, because that's the energy. We got the Magician here. So the reason why they're talking about you is because you have always been creative. You have always had the tools that you needed to create the things that you wanted. and they overlook that. You have people that's discussing this because they low-key, deep down inside, know that they overlooked your potential with this musician here. A lot of you guys, you have always been creative. You have always been somebody that you have always been multi-talented, always been able to do multiple different things. And these are other people, individuals that, you know, I guess you want to say just ignored it. But it's not even, this is not ignoring. This is like people that were going out of their way. Like, this one thing for you to feel like somebody is not, you know, your cup of tea or whatever the case may be, right? Everyone's not going to be your cup of tea. But to go out of your way to bother someone or go out of your way to do certain stuff, yeah, this is what individuals did. They went out of their way to make sure you knew. Like, these are individuals that wanted you to know, I don't like you. Like, this is energy, instead of being like, hey, instead of these people just not liking you, they will sit around you or sit in your face and just show that they don't like you, instead of just not being around you all in all, or just being distant with it all in all. This is how this energy is coming up. So people know what it was. Energies know what it was. And they know what part they played in the situation. So that's why they're in disbelief. And that's why this conversation is being had. You done popped up almost like a notification collective. Y'all done popped up like you was in, like I said, news feed. You done just popped up like you was in a notification. We got this 5 of Cups in reverse. A lot of people are seeing that you have moved on from them. Like with the World card and the Lovers in reverse, people feel like you moved on for them and you still, it's like what's for you was always going to continue being for you. Like, you moved on, even though you had a falling out with this person, you still moved on. You still doing good for yourself. You still got blessings coming in. Life is good. Even though you don't talk to these individuals no more, you know, I don't know. This is kind of, because with the Nine of Cups in reverse, this is kind of like almost an illusion. Like, these could be people where they thought that you wouldn't move forward. For some of y'all, they thought that you wouldn't let them go. And I'm talking about the connection and overall. That these could be individuals where they feel like you always would never let them go. They will always be in your life. Or they always will be able to make you feel a certain way. Or always be able to, especially with your emotions, right? They'll always be able to feed your emotions, like knowing what triggers you. For some of y'all, if this resonates on that part, yes. Now, others of y'all here, this Knight of Cups in reverse and this Lovers from this World card in the upright and this 5 of Cups in reverse, these is individuals where they did not see how creative you were. And like I said, I don't know what they were thinking. Because for some of y'all, I don't know. I'm going to just have to say. Because it's like I'm saying I don't know. Because it really is I don't know. Like, I really don't know why they were thinking this. But it's also in the same thing like I do know. These is individuals where they felt like you wouldn't have much without them. With this 9 of Cups here and this Lovers here and the World card and the 4 of Cups. I mean, the 5 of Cups reversed. This is almost like you moving on. Walking away from people that no longer serve you. And with this 9 of Cups reversed, they had this an illusion that if you walked away for them or if you wasn't around them, you weren't going to be anything. Like, these are individuals that already kind of viewed you a certain way. So they felt like the closest thing that you get to even being seen as great is by being next to me or being around me. Whatever this group of people, you know, how they were operating. So when you did take your energy back and pull away, they were shocked. Some people were shocked when you took your energy back and you pulled away. They were, because they're like, okay, I'm not used to not having access to collective, or I'm not used to collective not caring about what I say. You know, usually what I say hurts collective and it affects them, but what I'm saying doesn't hurt collective. It's not affecting them. Like, they don't care about how I feel. They don't care about my validation. And then for others of you, these are just individuals where, like I said, they thought that you wouldn't, they almost felt like if you walked away, well, you already looked upon as, you know, not popping. That's how they were viewing you. You're not popping. So if you walk away or you cut me off, I'm not losing anything. If anything, you losing something. Just for you to turn around and become successful with the World card. Or just for you to turn around to be achieving things. Just for you to turn around and start reaching goals. And they weren't expecting that. So you do have individuals that you could have cut off or even could have cut you off. Regardless of who cut who off, these were individuals that always kind of felt like if you weren't in their life or if you were to walk away from them, you're gonna miss them, or you're gonna wish that you didn't do that to them. Or like if they walked away from you, they leaving you like without them, you not nothing. That's how this energy comes up, collective. And with the Lovers in reverse, this is definitely people that you guys could have been close to at one point in time. They've definitely been part of your immediate life at some point in time. People that you definitely used to, you know, talk to, kick it with, you know. So yeah. And that's why people are just, look at the Ace of Wands, not the Fool card, the World card is on top of the Eight of Wands here. So yeah, y'all, you have individuals that is sitting back, they're discussing your success, or they're discussing your achievements, they're discussing your goals, and this is people that's on the outside, like I said, that's no longer in your life. And it's always been like this big illusion around you. You know, it's always been this illusion around who you were or who you are as a person, right? Especially with this Five of Cups in reverse and Six of Wands in reverse and the Queen of Swords in reverse. These is individuals that definitely went out of their way to suppress how they felt. Like I said, this is almost like somebody sitting in front of your face knowing that they don't like you, or being around you knowing that they really don't care for you, and then they treat you a certain way instead of just not being around you, or whatever that looks like for them, right? It's almost like you definitely faced a lot of different energies from a lot of different angles, you know. And with the Six of Wands in reverse, people were acting like this because they felt like you didn't belong. Because a lot of you guys, you didn't think how they thought. You had a different perspective, you had a different mindset, you had a different way that you seen things. You had a different viewpoint. And these are other people that couldn't get with your viewpoint, or couldn't get with how you operate within just life in general. And these is people that all think alike, or they all have a lot of similarities. So that's why they merge with each other so well. But you were kind of always like the outcast, or you were always kind of the one where even everybody else, you know, may be agreeing. You may be the person, you may be the one person that just suddenly so happens to disagree when everybody else is agreeing. You know what I'm saying? It's a bunch of different things here that goes into. I can go on and on and on, collective. But overall, these is individuals, like I said, that felt like if they walked away from you, or if you walked away from them, or anything like that, you're going to be making a big mistake. Or if they walked away from you, they're like, oh, well, if I leave out of collective life, I'm going to leave collective high and dry. They're not going to have anything, or they're going to be this, or they're going to be that. They're not going to, you know what I'm saying? Like, without them, you're not going to have anything, or without them, da-da-da-da. And then you go and you move on and become successful. You move on, you start achieving stuff, accomplishing stuff, reaching goals. And they weren't expecting that. And then you walked away from individuals and like, oh, collective walk away from me. Okay, they don't add any value to my life. And then they watching you and they looking at you. They're like, wow, they know collective's gonna walk away and go do that. You know, so that's this energy here. So whatever you're doing, continue doing it. You are being talked about as far as what you are accomplishing. A lot of you guys, you are accomplishing a lot of goals. With this Ace of Cups in reverse, I'm definitely seeing that you have people that is purposely not trying to express that to you. Like you have people purposely trying to not give you your props. Like some people don't want to give you your flowers, and they're watching you. It's like I said, these are individuals where their validation doesn't matter, and they see that. So yeah, collective, this is it. Continue to do what you're doing. People do see you. They see whatever you're doing here, or they see this growth that you're having in your life. Some people are just not saying anything, or some people don't want you to know that they see it, you know, but they do. And yeah, continue shining, baby. Until next time. Bye.